Hi, first graders and first grade parents, Miss Pagan here. Today is Wednesday and we're going to talk about what we are going to do for writing today. Yesterday, students started a personal narrative about their favorite day in first grade. They got to draw a picture, they got to write a topic sentence, and they wrote their first detail. Today, students will be writing their second, third details, and their conclusion. So students should make sure that they have their writing out from yesterday so that they can continue their writing on it today. Yesterday, students wrote their topic sentence, introducing the topic to the reader, and they wrote their first detail, saying what happened first on that day. Today, students are going to start with detail 2, so they should be thinking about what happened next. So they can write next, also, in addition, or then for their sentence starters. They should make sure that they share their idea out with whoever they are working with, and then go ahead and write their sentence after their first detail sentence that they wrote yesterday. They should make sure that they are able to do their quick checks when they are done, checking for a capital letter at the beginning, making sure they have finger space in between each word, making sure they have a period at the end and a comma after their transition words, and then whisper reading to make sure that it makes sense and that their letters are nicely placed on the line. After they have written their second detail, they can go ahead and move on to their third detail. Their sentence starter choices are finally, last, and lastly. And again, students should be remembering in order what happened on that favorite day of theirs. So students should go ahead and choose one sentence starter, make sure they share it out loud with whoever they are working with, and then they can go ahead and write their third detail sentence after their second detail sentence and finish up with their 4 quick checks. For the conclusion, just like in previous writings, we want to make sure that we tie it back up to the topic sentence. So for this conclusion today, students are going to be again repeating which day was their favorite day, but also adding in a feeling part of their sentence, sharing with the reader how they felt about why that was their favorite day this year. So their sentence starter starts with a blank, was my favorite day because. So in the blank, students might say something like, the fun run was my favorite day because, or visiting the pumpkin patch was my favorite day because. And then after the because, students are going to want to share why was that day their favorite. Was it because they got to spend extra time outside with their friends, because they got to bring a pumpkin home, or because they got to decorate a gingerbread house with their family? So make sure that students have, again, thought about what their reasoning was for that day being their favorite day, making sure they share that idea out loud, and making sure, again, that they start with whatever day was their favorite day. After they have done that, they can go ahead and write their conclusion sentence on the line, making sure that they do their 4 quick checks. After students have finished their conclusion, they're going to want to go back up to the top and make sure that they read all the way down through their writing from yesterday and today to make sure that nothing was left out, making sure that they did their best, and making sure that their letters have been placed nicely on the line. If they were able to do that, then they did a wonderful job. So by the end of today, they should have a picture and 5 sentences. If you have any other questions, you can reach out to me or your child's teacher, and happy writing.